live with him. Facebook, what's going on?
6:30.
How's everybody doing? We'll wait for a couple people to get on. Conversation I want to talk about today is generational wealth. What better day to talk about generational wealth than today? I was talking with a client, one of my clients who works out in Rockville, and today she was telling me how she's going into her husband's gym after she checks out from going into the office, and they had to check out because of the shutdown. And we had a heart to heart, and she was like, you know what? I'm sick and tired of this. What I want to do now, Will, is I want to focus on building my family business that me and my husband started. And I was like, yo, that's dope. You know, we started exchanging ideas. We started laughing and just dreaming and building. And once it got down to it, one of the things she just said was, she was like, she just wasn't that confident because it didn't have a whole lot of money saved. And to make that leap will require such a huge leap for her. So me and her, we're going to do a Facebook Live on Saturday. I'm going to go to her gym, work out, and then we're going to discuss some business plans and ideas that she has for her and her family. So I'm excited about that. But today, what I wanted to do was I wanted to talk to you guys about how to leave generational wealth using the FEGLI that you guys got at work. And there's 3 ways you could do that. The best 3 ways to do that, well, the 3 biggest things that you face that can prevent you from doing that are: 1, the cost goes up the longer you have it. 2, when you leave the government, the FEGLI drops by 75%, no matter if you have option A, B, or C. And 3, the cost is extremely high for those people that have perfect health, because the options outside the government are so much less. And so I'm gonna go into detail about each one of those things. When you're in the government and you're younger and you're in your 30s, most people don't pay the FEGLI no mind. They just have it. It's out of sight, it's out of mind. But when I sit down with people that have the FEGLI at a young age, I show them. Like, I was meeting with a woman last week. She was 36 years old, and her FEGLI was costing her $42 a pay period, and she had 5 times her salary. And so her life insurance was about I think it was about $620. And what I showed her was, if she had her own policy for that same $620, instead of paying $42 a month, she would be paying $36. But that $36 would stay the same for her from age 36 all the way to 66. And whereas the FEGLI, by the time she reached her 55th birthday, she'll be paying $120 bi-weekly for that policy. And so that extra money that is going to be built, that the FEGLI is going to cost her over time, I told her, hey, look, this is what you need to do. You need to take that money and put that into your TSP. Because you can create generational wealth 2 ways. You could do it through life insurance, which is a good way to do it. Hold on, 1 second. You need to go to the bathroom? Go ahead. You could leave generational wealth 1 of 2 ways. You could do it through life insurance, or you could do it, if you're a good saver, you could do it through just saving your own money. And saving your own money is a fabulous way, but you just have to be disciplined in that approach, because if you're not, you end up eating up all your retirement money, and there will be no generational wealth. So in her situation, it worked for her. She was a disciplined saver. So I said, look, take this money that you're saving and put it in your TSP over time. And we did our TSP projection. She would have well over $1 million. And that'll be more than enough to leave that generational wealth that she was trying to do and accomplish for her family. That doesn't work for everybody, but it works for some people. But the younger you are, the easier it is to do something like that, because the younger you are, if you can learn how to live off your TSP, contribute a maximum young, you create a lifestyle habit, and you just forget about it at the end of the day. But young people, please start leaving money in your TSP and replace the FEGLI early on. You'll save yourself thousands of dollars. The next thing is, as you get older, the FEGLI, especially when you turn 55, the FEGLI doubles from the age of 50 to 55. So say, for example, you're paying $110 when you're in your 50s. When you turn 55, the cost of that doubles. So if you're paying $110 when you're 55, when you're 50, when you're 54, because it operates in 5-year bands, you'll be able to, your coverage will go up to $220 plus per pay period, depending on the type of raises that you got during that 5-year window. So I realize everybody can't get caught young, but even if you're older, it's important that you replace your FEGLI as soon as you can, because all that money that you pay into the FEGLI, that money can either go into your TSP or go into a whole life policy that will last you your entire life. Because the FEGLI, when you retire, reduces by 75%. And pardon me, I'm looking for two screens because I'm shooting on my business page, and I'm also wanting to talk to my friends and family on my personal page. And thank you to the cameraman, my cameraman, Young Lito, for shooting this for me. So you can do two things. You can you want to make sure you replace that TSP before you reach the age of 55, because the cost can get astronomical, and that's another threat that can affect your generational wealth. And the third thing is making sure you at least replace it before you retire, because I had a client who was retiring in the next week or so. Well, this was last week. He retired this week, and he was diabetic. And so one of the things that happens when you're with the government, there's certain plans that I offer that I can definitely get some information out to you if you reach out to me, that will cover you if you are a diabetic, that it's harder to get when you're outside of the government. And so there's different programs that federal employees can take advantage of that allow you to get up to $250,000 in coverage, no matter your health, as long as it's not you're not bedridden or you're facing a terminal illness or anything like that. Because outside of the government, you just can't get that. So if you're getting ready to retire and you still haven't replaced your life insurance, just know that your FEGLI will reduce by 75%. And once you have that reduction, it's kind of hard to get anything of substantial means that will be able to leave your children with the type of legacy that you want, or grandchildren for some people. I just hate to see. I had a guy when I first got started in this. He was working at Walter Reed, older military guy, a real proud man, and real tall guy too. He was tall, in shape, all that stuff. And I walked into his office, and he had 5 times the salary. He had a big salary, and he had military disability. So he had a nice size check, and he was just talking about, I got $500,000 in life insurance, and my kids are going to be straight. But when I broke it down to him, the reality was, not soon as he retired, but after he retired, his life insurance wasn't going to be $500,000 at all. It actually was going to be around $25,000 in coverage. And I mean, he just looked so shocked and helpless because he thought that he was on cruise control, and legacy was an important thing for him. One of the things I was able to do for him, we weren't able to get the whole $500,000 back, but we were able to get him a $100,000 policy. So we saved face a little bit, but had he not talked to me and went strictly into retirement, he wouldn't have had many options even to get that. So just to recap, make sure you start your life insurance when you're young. Replace your FEGLI when you're young. It'll help you out when it comes to saving for your TSP and your retirement. Your TSP and your generational wealth with your life insurance, because the cost will be so much cheaper for the lifetime of your career. 2, when you're in your 50s, start really looking into replacing it. The earlier the better, because that jump at 55 will shock you. And if you have any health issues around that time, it could be a hindrance. And 3, make sure you at least do it before you retire, because when you retire, your life insurance goes down by 75%. Does anybody have any questions? Lito, is there any questions on there? Anybody asking any questions? I don't see. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna do this every day, 8 o'clock, same time. If there's any questions, feel free to hit me on the on my business page or on my personal page. If you want to schedule an appointment with me, go to legacyempower.com/strategy, and we'll get a call set up, and I can answer any questions you may have. All right, y'all, have a good night. Talk to you later.